just to clip it and just be like, hey, don't make anything with more than this many conditions for that thing. It's just not a good idea. So we just go off the bottom. Well, I can see it working. We could use a little bit more room though. That's just clipped. All right, I think that works. I mean, basically at the end of the stage, you've got all the information I think that you need. As to why you reached a certain rank or not. Let's see, is that I'm still on? Oh. shoot him a picture of this and see if he's got. He just went off for dinner, like just now. All right. So we got that going on. So I guess the post stage is going to look very similar. The only problem I see with the post stage screen is, the post mission screen is there might be more things to grade for a person. So I guess we can get rid of the press start to continue and just make the thing a little bit fatter at the bottom there. I think that works. And just be like, you can't have more than this many conditions in a mission, or the UI will break a bit. Otherwise, do the thing. Yeah, I think we can deal with that. That's not too awful. So this is post mission. And it looks a lot better than it used to. Like, it used to look like, where's our post stage previous? Our post stage previous was, yeah, wasn't super great. Mainly because it had the two things on the sides, and then we didn't have any clear, like, what you achieved. And what this should actually say here is different. This should say, like, it should say like 55.5 seconds and then like that, so. And look like this, where we'd have the tiers of what you would need, and then we'd have your actual stat. Alright, well, the other question is, does this look this way in the game at the moment? Let's just load this up. Once we get this mocked up, we are going to go on to the post mission screen and get that thing mocked up too. Or I guess this isn't mocked, this is rigged. Okay, that was weird. My monitor just turned off for a second. Alright, so it looks the same in game. Excellent. And then we have our post stage screen. Good. I guess the other thing is we've got this green background there. It would be nice to have some sort of indicator otherwise on the post-stage screen objective line. Okay, so we'll do something like that. Why isn't our light red showing up? I guess light red doesn't exist. Tell that to red versus blue. Alright, so that makes sense. We've got the extra styles in there. Okay, so we need to kind of do the same thing with this, where we've got our abacus and everything else. Let me look at my notes that I had for this. The post-stage screen needs a progress bar, previous stage results, current result, and the indication for next stage. I mean, I just don't see where the fuck we can put it. Like, we just don't have enough real estate. There's just no place to put it. Like, there's only so much information we can put on the screen. The only thing that we could do is maybe some sort of result history thing up here where we take the objectives, we split them apart, we smash them over to the left a bit more, and have like a history, dunk, 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 and something like that. Alright, let's see if we can. So what we'd want would be like a history of stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna have to have a list of history images. So I need a history container. So we've got our image container, which is gonna be a width of 100% and a height of 18 vmin for the container for the image. For this guy, and then we have a history container, which is going to have a height of 18 vmin and a width of 18 vmin. See how that looks. What is this? So it needs a float left. Same with this other image. And then we need the image, the rank next image. Alright, so we've got stuff in here. So post stage rank history image. Let's see, we want to float left this thing. Width and height maybe needs to be like 6 and 6. So we could do something along these lines. So I mean, this could just kind of come down like that. So bam, 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 bam. You know, it just kind of come in. And then we could have a next stage, like dot, 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 question mark. Is there some way to do like a float left, but also have like an overlap so these things kind of stack up? So maybe like position relative and like left -2 vmin or something on our float left images. It's not very good, is it? Doesn't look like we can really easily do that. What if we just had like a thing like this? I kind of like that better. So it's kind of a kind of fill in like dunk 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 dunk. I mean, that would be pretty cool looking to have like a full mission where you got like diamond, 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 and then just all bars. I guess that is kind of neat. All right, why don't we do that? Why don't we do it like that? See what we can get out of it. Well, I think that works regardless. So let's call that good, and let's move on to the post-mission screen then, because I think that kind of tells us what we want. Basically says we need the results and we need a big ass abacus of stuff. So if we go to the post mission screen, we should be able to start actually doing that. So the objectives are close to correct. The only issue is they're too tall. So what do we got on the objectives container on the previous screen? It's 30 VMin for the whole pane. Okay, we can get rid of the tier section. Okay, it's looking better. Alright, so the objectives container height is 50%. Let's make it 100%. Alright, that's better. And these guys need a different width for which part here? For the objective line. What did I do? It's objective list, objective line is 100% minus 2 VMin. Like that. Alright, so the right pane, the height is going to be 43 vmin, so this other container here I think we need to do the like 50% thing here. I'm not really sure. Because it would be nice to have this new record thing somewhere. But I mean, we can always try to slot it somewhere else. So let's get rid of that stat over there entirely. Alright, so we have a tan background for this guy. We have the right header. We have the stat content, new record. What is this? I'm looking at the wrong thing. Alright, so the right rank container is 43 vmin. $15.5 maybe. Look here, Ken. Trying to work on this post-mission screen. So let's go grab the post-mission tier stuff. So right panel, tier container, and then the abacus stuff. Let's see what we can do with it. So it looks something like this if we had our stuff going on here. You're making things move. You're doing animation. What? We need just a little bit more room here. Alright, if we need just a little bit more room, where are we gonna get it? I guess we could take out the ranked stat thing. So we take out the header. So we get another 2 out of that. Is that going to give us another line for our rankings? No, it won't. How much room do we need for another line? Is it another 2? It's another 2.5. Yeah, it's another 2.5. So we need 2.5 V-men from some fucking place here. Where are we gonna get 2.5 V-men? Could probably get it out of the margins. I could squish the record down or move the record down a little bit more. So let's see. So this needs to be needs to be that big. So we need out of the... Has the tier container got anything on it? No, its margins are nothing. So it's going to be the top panel, which is our rank pane, which is a height of 30 V-men. So we need like 2 out of that. I just need one out of it. That actually works. I can just take it straight out. Do we need just a little bit more room down there? No, I guess not. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines to work with. That enough lines? Maybe I can get this thing to scroll. Should you parse file extensions or should you pass in file type enumerations? I mean, for file extensions, I just do, get the file name ends with and whatever, and that works pretty well for most everything. So I definitely use just name ends with for pretty much like, does this end with .json? Then good enough for me. Let's see if we can get this thing to scroll. So it's basically this line here is this side. We need to have like a margin right on it or some shit. Like the tier list has, maybe we can do a width of 98 on it. And get away with that. So if we do width of 98 here, and we get a scroll on there, yeah, it looks like it might actually work. Now the question is, why is there extra trash at the bottom here? So I think these lines, okay, so we can get this to scroll. That's pretty cool, actually. Okay, so we can get the other screen to scroll then as well. So let's get it to scroll. So in order to do that, we made our line here with auto on Y, and then this one was overflow hidden. And we made this guy 98 vmin in width. And when we get rid of stuff, it just stacks up like that. All right. So we got scrolling working. That is what we wanted. I think he'll parse it. All right. Sounds like a plan. Okay. So, should we do anything else here? Like, with this guy, we've got kind of this history going on. Should we do the exact same thing here with, like, our overall result and then stack up the history of the stages? Like, dunk, 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 dunk. That might look cool. So, why don't we do it? Would it be better to just kind of stack these things up above it and like dunk, 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 dunk sort of thing? Or because we're missing space over here and like we filled that with like, oh, there's new stages. But I could definitely see maybe if this was bigger, that would work. Otherwise, if we made the objectives area larger, we could do it. Why don't we try making the objectives area larger?